What's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. First and foremost, I just want to say, in the last 3 weeks, these videos are really starting to gain traction on YouTube. The Week 7 Power Rankings was posted about 4 or 5 days ago, and is almost at 3,000 views. Now, the channel only has 64 subscribers, so please, guys, if you're watching this video right now, click that subscribe button for me. We're doing these every single week. We do pick predictions every week, and I try to go live on Sunday night and Monday night games. If people actually came to the channel and are interested in that, I would love to fully do it. I do cool lighting effects where, I have LEDs lighting up for the team colors of whoever has the ball and stuff like that. I try to be different. So let's get into these power rankings. Like I said, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, I've been getting thousands and thousands of views these last few weeks. I need you guys to start subscribing to the channel, please. Let's at least get to the first 100. We should be able to get to 1,000 subscribers with as many people have been watching these videos. So, the Houston Texans, we got them in last place. I saw that there is one team with an actual worse record than the Texans because of the Texans having a tie. But let's be honest, the Texans can't beat anybody right now. They lost to the Broncos a few weeks ago. The Broncos just lost to the Jets without Russell Wilson, and that game looked like the Broncos, if they had Russ, could have beat the Jets, but still have had nothing to show for anything. The Colts, somebody commented on my video last week and said the Colts should be higher. I said, let's see if you guys can beat the Titans first, and of course they couldn't. So I got the Colts knocked all the way down. Matt Ryan's been benched. Things are going really crazy in Indianapolis right now. And we'll see what the future weeks bring for them. The Detroit Lions, absolutely pathetic. They got robbed of a touchdown, but that didn't matter in the end as they got blown out by Dallas. Goff still throws interceptions. He's just washed up. I think it's safe to say that Jared Goff's not a good quarterback. And down the line, the Lions will eventually get DeAndre Swift back. They'll eventually get Jameson Williams. Hopefully a healthy Amon-Ra St. Brown, who was kind of taken out of the game. And now it says that he has no concussion. So that's just a little more suspicion where, it's like, the NFL just helps the Cowboys, right? They just remove Amon-Ra St. Brown from the game, and I don't know, it's wishy-washy. I got the Raiders falling down because they were on a bye week. They still only have one win. I think they are the team that's the worst in the league right now. I think they are the one team underneath the Texans in the NFL standings right now. The Washington Commanders, what did they do? We got to go check. Is this the week that they beat the Packers? It is, right? Yeah. So, the Washington Commanders beat the Packers. The Steelers looked like they could have beat the Dolphins. It was pretty close. The Bears, they just beat the Patriots. And it sucks, man. I had the Patriots defense hoping to take me to a victory in fantasy this week, and I just fell short of winning because Patriots defense only ended up with 4 points. The Packers, the Bucks, they are declining. The Packers lost to the Commanders. 3 straight losses for the Green Bay Packers. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I believe, is 2 straight losses. A loss to the Panthers after getting rid of Robbie Anderson and Christian McCaffrey. Chuba Hubbard and Deontay Foreman come to play, and they don't even have Baker Mayfield. This is C.J. Walker, new interim head coach, and the Panthers finding a way to win. They did get their 2 key defensive players back. That obviously showed to be helpful. Then we got the Rams. The Rams were also on a bye week, so we don't really know what's up with them right now. maybe Van Jefferson will eventually get back, and that will be the thing that gets their offense grinding because they won't have to rely on Cooper Kupp so much. The Tennessee Titans, they did beat the Colts. Now, the Tennessee Titans in the NFL standings are like 8th. They are a 4-2 team. But their 4 wins are against the Texans, the Colts, and I think it was the Commanders or the Raiders, somebody. It's all in the teams in that bottom tier. And then their 2 losses are to the Giants and the Bills. So, I don't know. I'm not seeing it from the Titans yet. They only were able to put up 19. And they have a lot more to prove. You know, the Chargers. What did the Chargers do? They got murdered by the Seahawks. I still believe the Chargers would be able to beat the Titans. That's why I have the power rankings how it is. Cleveland Browns. They lost to the Ravens. But pound for pound, I think the Browns would be able to beat the Chargers with their running game. And the Patriots have beaten the Browns already this season, so keeping the Patriots right above the Browns. Putting a little bit of love on Jacksonville because they almost beat the Giants. Literally came down to 1 yard. Even though, that drive should have never happened. But just the Giants failed clock management and then basically stopped the Jags 2 or 3 separate times, and penalties just kept the drive alive. It was pretty insane. Giants tried to give away a victory there. Next we have the Saints. The Saints got beat by the Cardinals on Thursday Night Football because Andy Dalton threw 2 pick sixes. And you got to think, once Jameis Winston and Michael Thomas finally, and Jarvis Landry, figure out how to get back on the field, the Saints are a good team. And might even be better than where they are right now, depending on how they look on the field. The Arizona Cardinals, I have them here. It kind of feels like after watching that game, they shouldn't be this high. But D-Hop is finally back. He balled out even though he didn't get a touchdown. Eventually, James Conner will come back. He still didn't play in that game. But something, even though they got 2 pick sixes, something looks very terrible on their defense. Andy Dalton was able to just come right down and drive on them, and it was a very high-scoring game. So, next I have the Falcons. I still believe the Falcons are good. I had the Falcons beating the Bengals, but the Bengals just came out and stomped them. Birds versus Tigers, man. I don't know. So, the Falcons are still without Cordero Patterson for 1 more week. Once they get him back, they might, they're still obviously contending for this division. So, with the Tampa Bucks being so bad, the division's wide open right now. The New York Jets, they continue to win games. They barely beat the Broncos. They lost Breece Hall for the year, but they do get James Robinson. So, hindsight, I would say that's pretty even. James Robinson's been extremely disrespected in Jacksonville after having an amazing rookie season. Then he was expected to lose his job right away to another rookie. And then Etienne didn't play all of last year. James Robinson was pretty good. Not putting up the same numbers as year 1, but still pretty good. And he was playing pretty good this year. So James Robinson should do really good in the Jets. And moving on to the Bengals. The Bengals, they played a great game. They played how they should have been playing every single game this year. So we will see, as I have them at 11 right now, how the rest of their games be played. The San Francisco 49ers, they got demolished by the Chiefs, but as their defense starts to get healthier and Christian McCaffrey gets more accustomed to the offense, the 49ers are a serious team. George Kittle's playing really good, and we'll see what they can do. The Seattle Seahawks, probably the surprise of the season, right along with the New York Giants. They get to play each other this Sunday. The Seattle Seahawks are currently in first place of their division. They absolutely embarrassed the Chargers, and they've just won games all year. It started off with the win against the Broncos, which back in week 1, people thought that was the best team in the NFL playing the worst team in the NFL, and Russell Wilson's revenge game, and they lost. So the Seahawks, Geno Smith finally finding a system he fits in after all these years, and we'll see what happens with the Seattle Seahawks. Hopefully, the New York Giants get the win on Sunday. Go Giants. Next, I have the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens picked up the win against the Browns. No surprise there. The Ravens should definitely win Thursday Night Football against the Bucs, who are just extremely struggling. The Miami Dolphins, they got a win against Pittsburgh. Was kind of shaky. You go back to week 1, they only scored 14 points in the win against New England, and they were dominant for about 2 weeks, and then, they upset the Bills. Then they lost Tua. Tua's back. They have Tyreek Hill. Mostert went off. Waddle. We're going to have to see. I don't know if there's much room for the Dolphins to go up, but to stay at number 7, they're going to have to keep on winning their games. Next, we have the Dallas Cowboys. Dak looked all right, I guess. He didn't put up any crazy numbers, but they get the double-digit win over the Lions. 5-2 they are now. The Minnesota Vikings had a bye week. They didn't play. They're 5-1. The New York Giants, hard-fought, struggly win against Jacksonville. We were the underdog, and we won. 250 yards rushing between Matt Breida, Saquon Barkley, and Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones had 107 yards rushing, 200 yards passing. He had a couple big runs in the game, but the one run where he absolutely trucks a defender, he refused to slide or go out of bounds. He ran right through an arm tackle and picked up 5 to 10 more yards after that. I don't remember how, but he fell. It could have been another ghost tackle like against the Eagles. But I don't know if somebody got a hand on him. Daniel Jones went down, and you could see he was mad. He wanted more on that play. And then, obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles also had a bye week. They are 6-0, the only undefeated team in the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs, they embarrassed the 49ers in vintage Kansas City Chiefs fashion. When the Chiefs' offense's gears are turning, they're scoring 10 points a quarter. And that's just what they did. So if you can't slow them down and you can't keep your offense up on the other side of the ball, that's what happens. Kansas City did come up short a week ago, though, against the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are 5-1. They lost to the Dolphins. And besides that minor hiccup, the Bills still look like the most unstoppable team in the NFL. Josh Allen been playing out of his mind for 3 years now, and they got Gabe Davis. They have Stephon Diggs. And I can't wait to see how the remainder of the season goes. So you guys made it this far, you watched the whole video, please click that like button, drop a comment, let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with, let me know who your favorite team is, and last but not least, of course, subscribe. As I said in the beginning of this video, we are experiencing thousands of views over the last 3 weeks, and I'm only at 64 subscribers, so if you guys are watching this, please subscribe. Turn on all notifications, posting these videos every week, posting the pick predictions every week. And like I said, trying to go live and hang out with you guys if you guys want to come do that on Sunday nights and Monday nights for the primetime games. And thank you guys for watching. I mean, forever the reality. I love everybody that loves me. You guys are diehard football fans, so that means you got diehard football friends. Share the videos with your friends. Let them know to check it out. Till next time. Peace out.